Hello, welcome to Vlogcember. This is day number, I lost track, whatever day this is, because I unfortunately skipped another day. I skipped 2 days this Vlogcember because of personal reasons. I haven't been doing well, but I'm here. Here's another day, and as promised, I've been talking about this for a while. I want to share with you my most used brushes. I do have quite a collection of brushes, not extensive, but I'm very satisfied with the collection that I have because I do have brushes. I do love brushes, and I think they're practical and they're very good for makeup. Way back when I started using makeup, when I was in my teens, even early 20s, I didn't think brushes were that important. We always used sponges and things like that. I wasn't really too acquainted with brushes until I finally started using them and realized that brushes are very useful, and every brush has its purpose. Not every brush serves everything. You need a brush for a specific area, and if you want a certain look, then you choose between synthetic or natural bristles. It all depends on what you want to do and your personal taste. So I wanted to share this with you because this is one of the questions I get asked the most. It's like, what brushes do you like, and how do you wash them, and how do you clean them? This is how I use them. These are the brushes that I use the most. You have your own method of washing or cleaning, disinfecting your brushes, and other content creators and MUAs would do different things. I'm just sharing with you what I like to do. So I have them laid down here on my vanity, the ones that I use the most. It's a little bit over 20, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 brushes. It might be a little bit too much, but these are literally the ones that I always reach out to. I have other brushes that are like collector's item, which are maybe a special edition or special for the lunar year and things like that. I'm not going to share those because I don't use them as much. I have them more like for pretty because they're collector's items, and I want them to last longer, so I don't use them as much. So again, this is just the brushes that I use the most, and I'm not going to go in order of preference. I'm just going to go in order of how I would use those brushes. Like first I'll do foundations, then concealer, bronzer, then etc. etc. So let's start with foundation. There are 3 brushes that I reach out to the most, and if you see my videos, this shouldn't be any surprise to you. And FYI, my brushes are dirty, and it's on purpose because I want to show you how I clean them between looks and also how I do my deep cleansing. But I'll show you the products that I use. The first brush is of course the BK-Beauty 101 foundation brush. This is a synthetic brush. It is the foundation brush that I used most by far, more than any other brush that I use. This is the one I always reach out to. I use it for foundation, for tinted moisturizer, for all of that. It's a wonderful brush. I love the shape of it. I love that it's dense, but I love that the bristles are so soft. The handle is beautiful. All her brushes are beautiful. All the BK-Beauty brushes are gorgeous. I love them. But this is by far my favorite one of BK-Beauty, and also my favorite one overall because I use this every day. Every time I put on makeup, I use this brush. I have a backup and I have a mini version for travel, so I love it. All right, the next one, for foundation as well, I love this one too. The Full Coverage Face from Bobbi Brown. This one is smaller, is more dense. I'm not sure if it's natural or synthetic. I'm leaning towards saying that it's synthetic. I'm not an expert in bristles and what is good for what, honestly. Like, I know a little bit, I know the basics, but I have a feeling this is a synthetic brush. I'm not sure though. I love it because it's small, though this one's bigger and I cover more square inches. I cover more area when I'm applying makeup. I like this one too because it's a little smaller. It is dense and it's really good for like really buffering out foundation. And I lost it. I lost one and I had to go buy another one. I still don't know where the other one is, but I'm glad that I picked up another one because I do really like it. I love the handle. It is so pretty. It's my only Bobbi Brown brush and I like the experience. It's a really good brush. Again, I love the density of it. I like the shape of it, how it has like a little bit of pointy. It's a little bit pointy here, but the bristles are really soft. And then the third foundation brush that I use a lot is from Refer. This one is Natural Bristles, the Refer number 31. This one is, I don't use it as much as the other 2, but I do use it a lot. I love the shape of the brush, how it's slanted like that. So it's good like when you're applying foundation, like it gives you like a good application. And this is natural brush. It's a different experience than synthetic brushes. I don't know a lot, like I said earlier, but I do remember that synthetic brushes absorb less products. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the way I learned it. And they're better for like sensitive skin, while natural bristles, it's just a different experience. They do absorb more product, but I just like it sometimes. Like it feels different. It's I feel that it's, for me, it's like a smoother application, although for some people synthetic brushes is more a smooth applicator. I don't know, I just think it's a different experience. Refer makes really good brushes and it's really affordable. Natural bristles tend to be more expensive than synthetic brushes, but the Refer brushes are really affordable in comparison to other brands. And I love the handle. It's easy to grip, and I think it's generally a great brush. Now for concealer, there is one that stands out, and it's the one that I always use. Either I use my finger or I use this brush, and it's from BK Beauty in collab with Angie Hot and Flashy. Is an A506. It looks like the foundation brush if you like see it side by side because of the shape, because it's slanted and has like a wide fan. But I love the shape. I love it because of the shape, because it really fits right under the area. It applies smoothly. It helps me not have creases and all that. I love the way it applies. The bristles are really soft and I just love it. I mean, there was much more is there to say. It's a beautiful beautiful brush, and it makes application much easier. It's also good for like those little areas and the creases like around the nostrils, and like little touch-ups in your the little fine lines that you get here, like in small areas. This is a really good brush to get there, but especially in the concealer area. Now for powder, there's two brushes that I use a lot, and one is the Refer number 2. It is dirty, so I'm gonna wash it now. The Refer number 2 is just, again, natural bristles. It's big and fluffy, and I just love it. The bristles are so soft, and it feels so good when you rub it or you place it against your skin. I love the handle, the same handle. I love it's a big grip, and it's a big fluffy brush, so you get it picks up like more powder, and it's good for like a light fluffy application. While on the other hand, the other brush that I want to talk about, the Chantecaille Buff and Blur, it's smaller, shorter, more tight, so this is good for like pressed powder, and this one is good for like loose powder. This is all my opinion, but I think it's the way it works for me, right? The fluffier, the bigger, the better it is for like fluffy powders, for loose powder, I'm sorry. And then the more dense, compact, although still soft, and this one's synthetic, I believe. This is good for like pressed powder. So this is good for when I want to apply a powder all over the face, when I want to set the powder under my eyes, my concealer area. And this is good for like overall powder, like for light shimmery, like the Laura Mercier powder, something like that, really light. I use this one, and this one to set. All right, for bronzer, there's one that stands out, and it's Sonia G Jumbo Bronzer. I laugh because I use this in every video. I love it, and I have a backup. I have 2 of these. This is again the Sonia G Jumbo Bronzer. Sonia G's brushes are, in my opinion, one of the best brushes that I've experienced with. I love it. She's coming out with a new set soon, the holiday set. It's coming out. It's about to come out. And they're just beautiful. They're made in Japan. By masters, brush makers. Beautiful handle, beautiful brush, I'm sorry. I like the shape because it has like a little it's like thin right here, but then it's wide, so you could use this side to give it like more precision right here under the cheek area, but then you could use the other side as well to apply on a bigger area, like let's say here on the perimeter of your face, or if you want to apply it like in your neck. It's big, you don't take forever to apply bronzer, but you could, if you want to be more precise, you do have the option of just using this area right here. It's a beautiful brush. It applies bronzer beautifully. I tried all the bronzer that I tried, they work really well, either cream, powder, or any type of bronzers. This brush works well with any of those, so it's reliable and I love it. It's just beautiful. And the blush brush that I use is not really a blush brush. Like, this brush is not designed for blush, it's designed for foundation, but I use it for a blush. Don't judge me, it's what I like to use. And it's the Sonia G Jumbo Base. If you see, you could tell it looks a little bit like the BK Beauty. It has like that same shape, but I like it for blush because I feel, especially, this is natural bristles, but for like cream blushes, I feel that it does a better job than other brushes. Not that other brushes aren't good, but this is, for me, more reliable in that sense that it will pick up just the right amount of product, and because it is natural bristles, it will pick up as much as I want it to pick up. So if I just press it once, it'll pick up enough, but if I want a little bit more pigment, more intensity, I know I gotta press a couple more times. It's dirty because I use it all the time, but I'm gonna wash it now after I'm done here, and I just pick up whatever product I have, and because of that shape, I just go like that and just bring it up, and it's like the perfect shape. And the bristles are so soft. Like sometimes, especially in certain days of the month, my skin, like everything hurts, like even touching it hurts a little bit. So that I appreciate that the bristles are soft, so I could press it in and it doesn't hurt me. And I just love this brush, and I know it's not for blush, but whatever, I use it for whatever I want. I think it's perfect for blush. Now if I want to apply highlighter, this is an affordable brand, although I would consider it a luxury brand because her products are just so beautiful. And it's the Rare Beauty highlighter brush. I think it's a perfect shape. I have other brushes that work very well for highlight, but this is the one that I use the most. Again, remember, this video is about the brushes that I use the most, not necessarily my favorite, because I do have some collector's item, but these are the ones that I reach out to the most. I love the shape. It's big enough that I don't take forever to apply highlight, but small enough that it doesn't cover that much. Like it's not gonna cover half my face. So just pick up the product and apply it where I need it to apply, and that's it. And I'm pretty sure this is also synthetic. So, and I use it for cream highlight, although I tend to use my fingers for like the cream products, but it does work for cream, powder, whatever. It works for that really well. I love it. It's a beautiful handle. I think her products in general are amazing, and this is one of my favorite items that she has come out with, and I use it all the time. And then the next brushes are eyeshadow brushes, and I have 5 to talk about. So let's start with the Esom Cosmetics number 34. I've been using it a lot lately. I got this not too long ago, but I haven't stopped using them. I have 2 of them because I know I want to use them a lot, so I don't have to be washing them as often. This is a beautiful brush. I love the shape. I love to use it for like the crease, and for, well, I tend to use the same brush for the whole look, but this is better for the crease because of the shape and because it is a little bit fluffy, but not too fluffy that it's gonna get product everywhere. It's just dense and fluffy at the same time. I love it. It's a long, what do you call this? A long stem, and it's good to have more or less intensity, because in case you don't know, like the shorter the brush is, the closer you are to your face, the more intensity you would apply. But the longer the stem, the less intensity and the better to buff out. That's the best way I could explain it. It's a beautiful brush. I love it. I use it all the time. I've been using it all the time lately. The next 2 I want to talk about are from Sonia G, the Worker one and the Blender. I'm going to mention them together because I tend to use them together. The Blender one, or the Worker one, is a little bit flatter, and the Blender is a little bit, it's a different shape. Okay, so let's go back. The Blender is similar to the Esom Cosmetics in a way, but the Esom Cosmetics is a little bit more fluffier. The Blender is a little bit more tighter, but it's very good for blending. It has like a perfect shape, so you could blend shadow more easily. It's a medium-sized stem, while the Worker one, I like it when I want to apply more compact shadow, like if we're applying some shimmer, or what is that called, like a more softer emollient shadow. I like to use this, like if I want more intense, more compact application, I will use this brush. And I love them both. They are all from the same family, as you can see, as this one. This is from the same family, this is from another family, because the stems are different colors. And I like them. I love them. So I said it was 14. It's actually 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't know. I miscounted. the last brush I want to talk about is again from Redford. This one I like to use for the smaller areas, like for the waterline or even the inner corner. I need to wash it. I love this brush as well because of the shape and how fluffy it is. So it's good for buffering out the waterline area, and it's also gentle, so it doesn't hurt my inner corner. It picks up powder or liquid products. It works well with everything, and it has like the same handle like a Redford. Other brushes have, I think all of them, most of them have this matte black color, which I really like. And yeah, it's a beautiful brush. It's easy, it's reliable, it does what it needs to do, and I use it all the time when I want to work on the waterline or the inner corner. And as a bonus, I just thought of this one because I was thinking when I want to apply like an eyeliner or something like that, I use this one. So I'm gonna give you like a bonus brush. So it is 14 at the end. The Esom number 5. I got this together with the Esom 34, and it's red because I used it for lip liner the other day for applying a liquid lipstick. And you could also use it for eyeliner if you want to apply like a black shadow or something as an eyeliner. It works well with dry and wet products, and it's flat. It's really good. I really like it. Again, same beautiful design as the other one. So yeah, these are the brushes that I use the most. I'm going to talk briefly on how I clean them. This is what I like to use between looks, like when I'm doing a video, let's say even between in the same makeup look or in the same video, I want to use the same brush but with a different shadow or anything. I use the Cinema Secrets makeup brush cleaner directly on it, and I can use it immediately after I wash it. So let me give you an example. I'm gonna get a clean towel, sort of clean. This is from Lisa Elridge. So let me get a really dirty brush, like I say this one, the BK Beauty. I just use it to apply foundation, and I'm going to spray it. Try not to get too close to the base here, to the inner, to the insides, because it could ruin the bristles and ruin your brush. Get like that glue to come off, and then the hairs will come out. So try to be gentle even though they're brushes. And I spray it like that, or even directly into the towel, whatever you prefer. I spray it a few times. I love the fragrance, and I love that. Look how good it cleans the brushes. Like your brushes will be ready to use in less than a minute. It doesn't need any drying time or anything like that. Some people don't like the scent. I have it, the lemon scent, but I have it in my bathroom. It cleans all that off. And let me do it again a second time, and then swipe it. This is not a deep cleanse. This is just to be able to use the brush between looks. But I just want to show you how well it removes all the makeup. Look how much it removes. Another way I clean my brushes, like when I need them right away, is using the liquid, the Cinema Secrets makeup brush cleaner. And you get it with a little jar. I do this in the bathroom, but I'm just gonna show you how I do it here, like show you in the camera. I'm gonna pour a little liquid in the jar. I do have a short that I did a long time ago, which got a lot of views. I'll put the link of that short down below, and it's just show you how I do it in the bathroom. I'm gonna get a small brush. Let me see one that I know is dirty. The concealer from BK Beauty. Let me show you. If I swipe it in the brush, like, yeah, you get a little bit off, but you'll see how it looks after I do it with the Cinema Secrets. You get the brush, and you, again, don't put the whole brush inside. You don't want the liquid to come through here. So you're gonna just put like the tip, and these are synthetic brushes, so they'll pick up the liquid really fast. Just get the tip. Look at that, you see? And look at the difference. But I'll dip it one more time. You keep on doing this process until the towel is totally clean and there's no more product coming out. Put it back in again, because it still needs a little bit more. And voila, I'm done. Came out clean, and my brush is clean. For a deep cleanse, let me show you what I use. I like to use, there's two options. This one's from Refer. It looks dirty because this was in my bathroom. This Refer, you just wet the brush and you just go like this, you know, with the soap wet, and you just lather. Don't get too much water inside the base here, and just wash it off until the water comes out clean. This brush doesn't smell like anything. I mean, this soap doesn't smell like anything. But I think my favorite option of the two, of this other option I like better. It's from Cinema Secrets. Again, this video is not sponsored by Cinema Secrets. I just like their products and I love their scent. The All Natural brush soap is vegan, made with coconut oil. This doesn't smell like the liquid. It actually smells like a little bit like oil. Doesn't have any fragrance. Doesn't smell like coconut. It just smells like oil. And I have used it a lot. The way I do it is I wet this. I wet it and I just spread the brush like that a few times, get it all lathered up, and then I put this on the surface of the sink and I just go like that. And I keep on repeating that process until the water comes out completely clean. With natural bristles, I try a little bit more careful because natural bristles are more sensitive. Like the bristles, there are natural hair. So imagine in your hair, like how do you treat your hair so you don't have breakage or, you know, do damage to your hair. It's the same thing with the brushes. These are natural bristles, so you gotta be extra careful. But the process is the same. This is pretty gentle. It's not gonna hurt your brush. I wet this, I swipe it like this a little bit, try not to get water inside here. This won't absorb as much water, so you won't get, technically you shouldn't get any water up here. Try not to put it up like that. Just leave it like this, swirl it, and then when you get it really lathered up, then you go back here and then you swipe until you repeat the process until the water comes out clean. And what I like to do is when I'm done, then I get the brush and I like press it softly, try to get more water here in the towel, and then I like to lay them either upside down like that or lay on a towel like this in a place where it's ventilated, where the AC would hit it so it dries up faster. Try not to leave it wet too long. Try to get moisture out of them and set them to dry. For now, I think I covered the bases. I showed you my favorite, or the brushes that I use the most, how I wash them, how I clean them, the products that I use. If you want a demo, I'll definitely put that in a future video. But I don't want this video to be too long and bore you guys, because I know there's a million other things that you want to do. I do appreciate that you're here with me. I hope you enjoyed it and it was useful to you, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.